down to business.
Sick token, though.
Let's get down to business.
No,
is he still Ramagon? He is, isn't he?
Yes.
Hold on, I gotta leave.
He brings in his backup character, a kobold monk. It's really shitty in this edition. Actually, there are some. I'm playing in a mega dungeon that's supposed to be very brutal and lethal, and one of my characters is a kobold sorcerer. It can be done, but we're not worried about that. We're worried about violence and death and killing our friends and Kingmaker and other things as well. Welcome back, y'all. Thank you, the four of you, for being amazing. This, again, Labor Day weekend. Last time we had a Labor Day weekend, we worried about the ethics of hanging people from the walls. This time it's whether or not you decorate the walls of Mordecai's tomb. But got him! I've been planning this for... No, I really haven't. But I think in lieu of the in-character reflection for the hero point this time, I'm gonna take a page out of a GM of Mine's book and a question that I will pose to all of you. I'm gonna start with... I'm gonna take them as I see them in OBS. Also, I think I got my computer problems franken-kitted into working. So, like, I probably don't explode 20 times this session. We'll see. But starting with Kato, you guys are... You're super aware this is, unless something goes wrong, the final encounter with Concordia's first major, not even rival, like, threat. It's been a long time coming, just hellish wake up, here's another guy who's going to keep coming back, armies of his minions, friends betraying you, friends disappearing, so on and so forth. But if you get past this, a sense of normalcy could indeed return both to your kingdom, your people, your loved ones, and truly the four of you. Kato Sicarius, son of Saul Sicarius, cornucopia of classes, man, myth, and legend, the fop himself. What is the first thing you're going to do when you get home?
You know, it's been so long since I've even considered such a question. Damn, the first thing, assuming we all survive and we get through this, the very first thing I'm going to do when I get home is start writing a letter to my father. Because I need to know if he's okay, if things are, how things are. It's been life or death, day after day for so long that just, being able to, take a minute to catch up on, on the important things in life that, we just have not had time for. I think Kato just needs to take a step back and, and try to see if he can somehow like reconnect with his family that he hasn't seen in over a year. I think that's all going to start to, come rushing back, that the fact that he just misses his family.
All right. Indeed. Hero point goes to you. We sent it down to the mostly human, mostly psychic, not entirely psychic. In fact, the occultist is a Gish. I've only ever seen one archetype of it played. You will need to get up and face the music. I don't understand the reference, but I see it in the Discord, and it is funny. Spy Master, random, don't pay attention to this minister. Ionia, when you get back to the house, when all this madness has come to an end. Fair. What in the nine hells are you doing?
Probably first off, taking a head count, because we haven't heard from Dazia in a while. And people have a tendency of dying when we're away. So probably, making sure all my friends are okay. And I still have all of these, oils and incense ready for a Grinluke reincarnation. So hopefully trying to make that happen.
Okay. Fair
I
enough.
also do have a reflection.
Okay, hit me, please. I didn't know if y'all had anything prepared, what with the violence, but
It might
Rest of
be
us
more
don't.
appropriate after the questions.
Bring it.
Getting into the combat.
already. I do enjoy these so much. You may fire when ready.
Oh, it might be more appropriate after.
Oh, after. You mean after the... Right. Okay, good. Hero point. Happy day. And on then to... I
You
forget...
may fire when ready.
Star Wars jokes will always stick with you guys.
They'll always land,
it's
yeah.
just 12 out of 10. But the man, the tax master, the man with his pet dwarven sphere, which is not a dwarven sphere, similar yet distinct. Rudy Tooty, big bow shooty, doing lots of angry damage to people. Artoris, when you get home, what are you doing?
Artoris has a number of things. He still has yet to lay eyes on Abadar's rest. Our little
True.
journey out there got interrupted with Vorticai, and really just it's been so unrelenting. He'd never had an opportunity. So he would like to do that. He would also, I think, certainly a lot of prayer and introspection and reflection on the events that have on how they've unfolded and how they began. Hopefully, no one else remembers, but Artoris remembers how it all started. And also, I think he has a certain insatiable curiosity about the firearm that he has. So he's probably going to take the chance to learn more about it and see what he can do with it.
Indeed. Meet the people, learn how guns work. What a southern fried gentleman. Take that hero point as on to we're having this conversation, and y'all can I don't know, this will come out much later than present events because I'm a little behind on editing because my computer was bad and the summer was bad. But the newest one of us in terms of RPG experience, or at least one of them, I forget exactly where the experience level lies. We all went over with a old pal of mine, played some second edition, and I'm still just kind of floored having seen someone from the very beginning of their career in the TTRPG world to becoming the veteran that they are, the last of her people, Lord of Horse, Lord of Bow. Spirited Charge was not a thing I thought you were taking despite having a horse at the beginning when we started, but I'm happy to see it. Oh, Senia, when you get home, what even awaits you?
Well, I'm kind of in the same boat as Artoris. All of this started because we, wanted to go on a survey of our kingdom, and we never actually got to the end point. For Senya, that would be the Temple of the Elk. She never reached it. She never, she made a promise to, keep the woodlands and keep the way of life out there for all the denizens that prefer that kind of way of life, but she never actually got there. So I think the first thing she's gonna do is travel out there to make that dedication to Jad that she's never done. So that's what that's what she's gonna do when she gets home.
All right, fair enough. Going to so many NPCs. Me and Esker had that conversation earlier in the week. Just if Keston Garrus didn't eat an arrow, who wouldn't be here today? You never know. Hero point all round. Tara, again, if you could please watch the mic near your nose, for it is very loud. Before we start the combat, all good. Before we start the combat, indeed a birthday happened. Birthdays are important, but y'all are about to get a bunch of halfway point and year anniversary things. So I think rather this time to celebrate Zaresh's run around the sun one more year, I will pose to all of you together before we get back down to business. I will only answer with yes or no, but 3 questions about the encounter. I suppose as if you'd fired an augury. The ability to quickly hedge your bets. I was going to have some weird ancestry flavor text for this, but I came up with it literally 5 minutes ago.
Was not prepared for this. Give me a moment.
Yeah, I mean, you think we
Well,
would be.
yeah, we'll openly discuss questions together before we formally ask them, if that's okay.
Oh, yeah, totally. That's
Alright, so question 1, are we screwed?
My first question, I'm thinking, do we have to worry about the mastodons or mammoths? Or is-
yes.
Yes.
Well, no, I didn't ask it.
Okay, well, there's one freebie, damn it, I guess.
Okay.
Does Mordecai have to worry about the mastodon?
Hold on.
Well,
Hold
Hmm.
on. He said only this is like Aladdin, we got the one freebie by accident because he answered without, us, saying the I wish, but
Poof, what do you need? Poof, what do you need?
he won't fall for that again.
I won't tell you the Stag Lord's AC twice. No, I won't.
It's funny because that was like the first big fight. You never, you didn't know what to expect from me, and now that's just a
I have a
typical
good
Dell
one.
question.
Maybe we should ask about whether channeling the haunt will be useful. Any
mean,
thoughts?
I think that's pretty. I know. I don't want to waste a question on this. Did we? We did already confirm that the haunt is creating the mist, right? Like
Yeah.
that was established. So if Senya was to, I think it goes without. I mean, we could use the question if there's nothing better, but I think it's fair to say if at some point if Senya decided to, take said haunt and put said haunt inside her,
And we could
more
ask a
her
specific
physical
question
body,
like that, though.
I would imagine that would dissipate.
Well, like the question. Well, but if she starts attacking us with a human bane weapon, then I don't say I don't.
probably
I
not a
wouldn't
great
think that
idea.
that turned out well.
Well,
yeah.
Just
I'm
let's
only
black
gonna
that, you know?
Weapon.
I'm only gonna do that if I decide it. Like if I let it possess me, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So the
Oh, she'll only kill us if she's possessed, guys. Don't
Well,
worry
no,
about
but
it.
like that would be an easy way to get rid of the mist, though, to allow that, I guess. I think. But the question would be: would the haunt itself like start indiscriminately killing us, or would it focus its energy on Vorticai, who I presume is responsible for creating it, in not an intentional way, but an indirect way? That's just been my
In like I was a shitty dude way.
right. Like I killed a bunch of centaur way. That's
Now
my
I want revenge on the one who killed all my people.
right.
Or the one responsible for my tormented existence. Yeah, Tommy, that question.
Well, I didn't. Was it a yes or no question?
I know we could frame it in a.
So, like,
Joel.
would allowing the haunt to possess Terra result in Terra? Well, no.
Would it be good?
That's. Then he could respond, "Well, it'll make the mist go away." So yes, and then, but like making a deal with a demon, right? Like, there's just always another side.
Going to sacrifice your marshal / warden at an altar to a demon lord. Yeah. What do you know anything about that?
I mean,
My
already
concern with
crossed
the haunt is just like having Senya basically be out of the fight.
She
I'm
can-
basically out of the fight as long as concealment's around, or as long as this mist is around. I
not-
actually don't have. Well,
not
go
necess-
ahead.
Not necessarily. I mean,
Well, to be fair, Esker's a bigger DPS than I am, so
right.
Well, I don't. I
X can still make even if he's in a kind of a tough spot, he can still make his actions. If Terra gets possessed by the haunt, she might as well go start making lunch, and because now she's an NPC.
yeah. I
right?
mean, that's
Right.
true. I just mean like we have to deal with the mist somehow. But I guess it's fine. I can just make do. It's just brutal.
I imagine this mist is messing with them as much as it's messing with us. Minus, I guess the guy with
Vorticai.
the Mordecai seems to be able to see because
Yeah, but they're all marshals. They're all melee. They're soul eaters who detect, and they're big cyclops, and they're Kalira.
They're Kalira. I don't know. I think
Yeah, also, like, the soul eaters, aren't they, like, not affected by the haunt because they pinpoint like where the thing is and they just go for it. They don't care about like concealment.
Yeah,
they like
pretty
they
sure.
have like a sense, right? They sense their
They
target.
care about concealment, but they know the square you're on. Is the idea? Like they still take the mischance, but they don't. Tommy has a really awesome way of putting it. What is it, Tommy?
They
know something.
know where you are, but not there you are.
That's the one.
That's
Okay.
And currently, we kind of know that about them too.
Sort.
from what I
Yeah.
recall.
I mean, we know that they exist. They probably moved by now, though. I imagine there was a bunch of move actions at the end of the. Well, I don't know. Either way.
what if? Is there any way we could convince Kalira to switch sides?
I've already shot her twice, so.
Yeah, I know. You put 2 bullets in her chest. It's like probably not.
So you want to switch sides? Yeah. No. How about like would maybe we could, because the other angle, right, is talking to the haunt, and could we convince it to like focus its wrath more
that is
intentionally?
Yeah, that is something Tara can do when she does her 2d6 damage around to it while she's using her pseudo medium ability. She can each round she can converse with it basically.
But that's like, oh, it's a yes or no question, though. Fuck.
I can ask it a single question, and the haunt can answer the question however it chooses.
Hmm.
In theory, questions could be
A really long argument culminating in a question.
I should have known after jamming for y'all for this long that this would be the
It's
culprit.
going to be a bad idea, Tommy.
We're gonna spend the entire 3 hours just trying to come up with
Do you
these
wanna-
questions.
Do you want to renege it and just go to combat?
No.
kind of.
No.
We want to prolong this as long as possible.
Oh, good.
There's
We're-
got
All
to
right.
be some easy ones, like at least some softballs that we can.
Just throw out there and it'll help us.
Yeah.
Well, isn't like, I guess what you were asking is like we could ask, could the haunt be convinced to harm Mordecai's side and not our side? Like that's a yes or no, right?
I like that question. Yeah. Any objections to that question?
No, I mean I think that's kind of the gist of it. If we were to communicate with the haunt, would we be able to like, win it to our side essentially?
Okay.
To-
Is that the 4 of you all consent to that as your first question?
Yep.
No.
Okay. Good to know. Very good to know.
Yeah, save us some time. All right, I think I'm good. Let's through the.
Well, we had all thought that the mastodons were maybe like kind of the way to deal with the army. So if the
Well, yeah, I was gonna say,
mastodons are a concern for us,
Well, are they
do we
concerned
need to
for
worry
concern
about the
for us.
army?
Like, in
are
the
they?
sense we don't
Yeah, that's a good question actually. Are the mastodons like a concern for both parties?
Well, I more was asking like, is the army a concern, or is that just kind of like
That we already got
yeah,
it, so it was a
there, but
yes.
there's, like, oh, we already
That
got
was the
that one.
free-
we already
that-
got that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that one was about the mastodons.
But I
Isn't
mean,
that what
they're-
you're
the
asking about?
two are connected.
Oh, you're talking about the centaur army?
Yeah.
The skeletons?
Yeah, because we had thought over the week that the mastodons.
Well, if the
would
answer
like
to the
fence off
mastodon
them.
question was yes, then the answer to the centaur army is
Question
almost
is also
certainly
yes.
Well, how the fuck do we deal with an army, guys?
Well, we'll figure that out with our next question, right, Kiddo?
Is that your question?
When
How do I deal with an army? Yes.
you kill them.
The question, the question of, I mean, I think it's almost certain that the army is a threat to, the mastodons are a threat to both sides. think.
It's-
Could
the
ask that,
Yeah,
but-
are the Mastodons a result of the Vorticai or the First World shenanigans? I guess that's not a yes or no question. The Mastodon stampede, is it caused by
that
the
also doesn't actually
by the planar
help our
convergence?
situation, I don't think. That's just kind of a curiosity thing.
No, it means that whether or not they're indiscriminately just stampeding, or if they're stampeding because Vorticai has done something to,
Oh, I see.
you know what I mean, add them to f with us.
But at
so
that
yeah,
point, like, we might as well just ask, are the Mastodons a concern for Vorticai's side?
That would seem to answer the
I mean,
question
both
being bounced around.
questions,
Either way you phrase it.
right?
I mean, I'm certain that the answer is yes, but if everyone wants to hear it, then let's go ahead and ask.
I mean, I'm kind of with Esker on this one.
I would like to know. I would hate to assume one thing and then find out that it's
We
the other.
do have a bad habit of doing that.
It's true.
Like, it's good to just be sure.
Is that your second question then?
Yeah.
Everybody?
Sure.
Sure.
Yes, the Mastodons are a concern for Vorticai's side.
So we just need to be smart about this then. They're a threat to us, they're a threat to him. We just need to be smart.
I kind of want to ask if Vorticai has Disintegrate prepared for the day. But I also don't. Just knowing it won't really help me.
Might help you make peace with it. Start the grieving process now.
Oh, man.
Third question. Can we get this underway?
Wait. Maybe we should ask something about like who Kalira is going after. Just to pick a target, right?
That's not a yes or no question.
Well, yeah, we could. I mean,
He
you know,
wants-
I'd
he
ask
wants
it.
to know
I know what he wants to ask.
You know
Does
what I want.
Does Kalira have her death sights fixed on Arcturus? Is the
He
question
wants
you want
to
to
use
ask,
our
That's
right?
what I
fourth
do
question
wanna
for
ask.
his own gains. He's been so greedy this
Oh
week.
my god. I mean, I'm just curious if I'm about to get swarmed. Okay.
Like I told
I mean,
Esker
that's
earlier in
very
the week, it is my goal to keep you guys rapidly pivoting from feeling like gods to feeling like puny mortals.
You do a good job of it.
Yeah.
There is some merit
You
to
go
that
with that.
actually, because he's got the lowest AC of all of us. He's the ranged character, so he is penalized the worst from having people in melee.
I mean,
So if
honestly, if it
everyone's
gets-
going to
if it
swarm
gets to
him,
the
then
fight-
we know we need to also swarm him. You know.
fine. And if it gets the third question out of the way, so we can get this underway, then fine. Go ahead.
Dell would like to get to his fate now, please. August,
That
so
is the-
one more time, it was
Kind of how when the Soul Leader showed up the first time with Kalira, I guess, and they just decided to like gun for Esker. Is that what we're gonna see a repeat of? Is Esker priority?
Basically, is our
numero
Taurus
uno.
going to be swarmed?
Yes, is Arcturus priority numero numo. Bleh. Numero
priority
uno.
word vomit. Got you. No. And with that, Arcturus is up. Remember that everything is difficult terrain.
yes.
The first world is converging upon you. You feel the mastodons. They're gonna be here for too long. The ground shakes. The ground shakes with the undead hoofbeats of Zamanth's tribe as Zamanth kind of just leans back over her shoulder to look at Arcturus.
Carrying the difficult terrain.
Do I have a sense of? Oh wait, we had a reflection
Yeah,
that we
before
wanted to
get
read.
started. Sorry, guys.
Oh, come
I forgot
on.
about that.
Lanta, fine. I can just post in text RPGs.
No, do what you want.
I thought you were doing it after the combat.
Like,
Well,
Yeah.
it's like leading into the combat is the thing.
Okay, go. You may firewood ready.
Well, now I don't want to because everyone's
we all said we weren't doing one last night, and then
now.
we all
I mean,
agreed.
I
we
don't.
weren't
I don't
doing
mind.
one.
It'll
We
give me time
didn't
to
agree.
think about.
We discussed, but we did not agree. There's a big difference there. Don't forget I live with a lawyer. Ionia quickly scans her surroundings. Fog, as far as she can see. She takes a step back, reaching her hand behind her. Her fingers disappear into a bed of thick matted fur. Her other hand reaches out to her right, stretching her fingers toward where she'd last seen the Inquisitor. The tips of her fingers make contact, and she quickly grabs Artoris' hand. For a moment, everything is still. Ionia closes her eyes. A flash of green fills the girl's vision. The putrid scent of spilled blood rushes through her nostrils. Horrified screams ring in her ears. She looks down, revealing the mangled corpse of a freshly slain Hell Knight laying at her feet. She closes her eyes again. The cold breeze bites at her skin. She fights back tears as she looks upon the faces of hundreds of Concordian citizens mourning their loved ones, their corpses lining the streets. An orphan child watches as the king addresses his people. His eyes meet Ionia's. She looks away from the child, closing her eyes to hide her shame. Her body shudders as she feels the crushing weight of the stone pushing against her body from all directions. The pained howls of her companion echoes as she struggles for the breath to speak the command word to give her beloved hound the strength to free himself. She closes her eyes again. An intense heat warms her face. Her arm reflexively moves to cover herself from the debris of the explosion. She stands before a charred and ruined home. Senya's voice echoes in her mind. If we can find his lair, we have to bring this battle to him. Ionia opens her eyes. Fog, as far as she can see. For a moment, everything is still. She feels the thick matted fur in her left hand, the glove of the Inquisitor in her right. She gives a soft squeeze. We have brought the battle to him. May the scales tip in our favor.
Alrighty, I will not give Ionia a second
Aw.
hero point in return for the badassery, but I will give you 1 point of add a d6 to a d20 roll, and now it's on Artoris. Unless anyone else would like to take up more of Dell's time today. Okay, cool. What you got, Artoris?
Okay. So, there's a stampeding mastodon herd coming our way. Is that do I understand that right?
Yeah.
Or at least that's what I hear.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's still kind of faint at this point. You get the sense you probably have a little while before it gets here, but it has nowhere to go. It's being... I don't mean to make everyone very sad, but it has been Lion Kinged into the gorge.
Gotcha. Okay. But we have a little while. It's still in the distance.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm going with my move action. So everyone, I presume, has moved at this point. I'm going to, with my move action, attempt a perception check to see if I can hear a combatant, like specifically Kalira, but that might be like, if I can hear anyone else, that'd be great.
Sure.
Try and pinpoint a square.
All right, make it so. Oh yeah, almost certainly. You definitely don't hear Kalira, but the sounds of big things storming your direction are just all over. I can't put the ruler a lot of places that you'll see, but like...
Jeez, that was with a 9, too. What is your... plus 22? Wow.
Inquisitors have a great power.
Yeah.
Okay, so whatever one whatever steps I'm hearing that are the closest at that square, I'm gonna do a full round attack. Oh wait, no, that was my move action. Right. I'm going to. I didn't think that through. Damn. Messed that up. I was so proud that I did the research to know which action it was to do that. I completely forgot that that's a bad thing for me.
Well, you could just make a standard action attack.
Just shoot. Yeah, just
Yeah,
shoot. Dude.
well, but it's like 50-50 to do one thing, or I could just take
And-
total defense in case something gets up on me.
Or you
Fine,
get
I'll take a
crit
shot.
yeah.
Oops, now they're at minus 90. Okie dokie, sounds good. Go ahead and roll your damage. I know what you're shooting at. I'm going to make the percentile in secret too, I think.
Okay.
Oh,
Because you have no idea.
Right.
if you hit or not. That's... Oh, I love it.
Boom goes the gun.
It's a crossbow right now.
Boom goes the crossbow. It's less scary for like Grom and Kato. But probably still real bad as a bolt goes flying like betwixt y'all's heads.
And that will be it for me. I don't have anything I can do in my swift action.
Sounds good. All right, Kato, you're on.
Goes on. Quick question, just to confirm, because I made an assumption about something just 2 seconds ago, and then I just realized I don't actually know if that's true. Does this Ring of Freedom of Movement allow me to ignore the difficult terrain?
I am like 99%. I will double check. It's like
I just made a snarky comment like, imagine caring about difficult terrain, and then I was like, wait a second.
Wait, do I care though? Hold on. I'm like 99.9 that freedom of movement doesn't. Let me to remind everybody. The spell enables you or a creature you touch to move and attack normally. All combat maneuver checks made to grapple you automatically fail. The subject automatically succeeds on any combat maneuver check and escape artist made to escape a grapple or pin. You move or attack normally, even if someone hold persons you get slowed, webbed, solid fog. It allows you to move and attack normally while underwater. Looks like you still care about difficult terrain, though. You just can't be stopped.
Okay. So it's half.
Half speed. Cannot run or charge.
Okay. That changes things. Well then. I throw my sword into the darkness, hoping to hit some. No.
All right.
Poop. Okay. I guess I will actually. So Prince is going to continue to hold a breath attack aimed forward. At the first thing that enters our sight will get blasted. Also, would you guys mind if we renamed Prince Ramagan?
I was about to say, I think henceforth within this setting, Ramagan in Draconic means Red Prince. That seems real good.
Kato's just going to use the total defense action, so he's going to raise his sword, hearing the stampeding army heading towards him, and he's just going to brace himself. Brace! All hands brace for impact.
Indeed. I may brace for giving Minoru sight. That is the thing I need to do now that Minoru has a token for being big like Del does. Mega Minoru! Just realized you can't see. Okay, dope. So if you're just ready to go a swinging, then on to Senia.
Alright, so, guys, what do you think? Should I do the haunt now? And see if that clears up the board for us and for Mordecai as well. I mean, either will or either won't.
So we know they can't be, or it can't be convinced to just go against Mordecai. We know that.
But I can start dealing damage to it.
What kind of resource drain is that for you? Just actions right now? I think so, because you're a barbarian, so I don't think you have like.
So here's the action.
Should be for a Geminid Invoker, she can do a bunch of damage to it. She can ask it a question. She can funnel the haunt entirely into herself, but the haunt will affect only her and no one else. The haunt will gain control of her, but all of the other bad things would go away.
And then we'd have another bad thing to worry about called the Black Stab.
Right.
This is true.
So, wait, what kind of action is it? Standard action?
I assume.
So we just have her run all the way out there and then channel the haunt and let it possess her. Easy. I think if you have nothing else to do, then yeah, starting to damage it at least is.
I mean, yeah, exactly. Like I have nothing else to do. Like my shooting arrows blindly is not effective.
Right.
So
And I mean, while you're 2d6ing it each round, you can ask it some questions. Maybe find out about its next of kin.
More relevant than you might think.
Yeah, you can find out what it's from, like what caused the haunt. Like we learned the last time it was what the heck was it last time? The other haunt that it was a tormented group of something.
Of trolls, because of Zarim.
Right. So we could find out what learn some background.
You learn indeed that the haunt's name is Inigo Montoya. Okay, so then sounds like... Is that the plan then?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and put yourself on the board, you and old Grom, where you want to end up.
I'm on the board.
I mean, like, to move to a different square. Or do you want to stay where you are? I heard move and channel. Do you want to channel and then blank?
I think I'm gonna stay where I am
Okay, got it.
and start the channel.
All right, hit the damage. Duly noted. Do you want to allow the haunt to possess you? I think I would like to know that before the...
No.
Okay. Go ahead and ask your question.
How's it going?
Sip.
Okay. What brought you here?
The response is just like shrieking. I'm not gonna do it into the mic and blow anybody out, but it's loud, it's full of rage and pain, and you recognize... Yeah, you think you recognize the voice. It's faint, it almost sounds bestial. Right? There's so much pent up, and now you are hurting it. Anger and rage and sadness, but you're almost sure that is Amalia.
Oh no.
Oh
Boy.
no, indeed.
Anything else?
Oh, my fault.
That would be all for me.
Alrighty. Time to do the thing. The thing is called... I forgot to open the tabs for the thing. I need to get the thing. Here are some things. Okie dokie. We're gonna do spoopy things. Senia, what weapon do you have out? Your bow? You got your bow out.
That was the last thing that I used to.
Alright, so then the mist on your right side, as you channel and you hear the shrieking, you watch. It's like putting like dark food coloring into water. It slowly permeates through the fog, coalescing into this dark shape, and then a hand reaches out. I've got, since you were adjacent, a 20% miss chance. You guys, for the duration of this encounter, do not want me, or rather, if I roll low, it's bad.
Low is bad for us or
For me. Just because I got to make that call for like 35 dudes. All right. Senia, 28 to hit.
That would be my touch AC.
No, I'm going at your full.
So that's the. 1 sec, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Did I only cast something preemptively on us, like that gave me AC? I don't remember. 'Cause I have
Yes. You have quickness on you.
Okay, got it.
So +2.
Plus
Gotcha.
2 AC, plus 2 reflex, plus 30 feet of movement.
Okay, so I am currently at 28 AC.
Okay, so then I just barely... It, like, the claws probably, like, phase through the shield and then get around your neck to the tune of 8 points damage. Please make me a will save.
We'll see.
And I always forget this, plus 1 to attack too, Tara.
JK, I lied. Don't make a... Or, not a will save, not a will save. I fucked that up in Iron Fang Invasion. I fucked up. It's a fort save. I can never get the Soul Eaters right. I've used them, what, 3 times now? Okay. Y'all know what it is. Stalwart as fuck. And here comes the second one. This one's going at Grom. And wham! 37 to hit Grom.
Yeah, that'll hit him.
11 damage, and if Grom could make a fort save.
Can I make a ride check to beat?
Yes, Senia has her immediate action. You could try to ride over.
Okay. Actually, like, I'm looking at my skill. I'm not gonna be able to beat it, so.
Fair.
never mind.
Can't beat a 37, so.
Okay, so 11 points of damage and a fort save.
If you would, please.
Oh, that's Senya. One moment.
It's really early in the session, but do you want to... Y'all know you have hero points if you want to use them. So,
Not right now.
and it's 4 wisdom damage. And much like the same as it's happening on her side, Kato, 1 floats into your threat range, claws extending from the mist if you'd like to pop that ready to action.
I don't have an action readied. I took the total
Oh,
defense.
right. Okay, well, I'm just gonna go swinging then. Here I go killing again. I'm gonna attack you if you want to parry.
Nope.
I don't think I even come close.
No. Closer, because I'm big Kato, but not quite there.
Fair. All right, sounds good to me. Let me just grab these boys. They were much stronger in the CRPG than they are here. I'm seeing like, and they are not CR15. You stop that. No. They were much ruder when you... I guess that's a mild spoiler for the CRPG. In any case, I'm sure they have to still bop her, yeah. While the bad guys are doing things... Oh, never mind. There will be other things. All right, I think we're going to just... Do I want to assuage Esker's fears now? Or do I wait? Do we wait? Why not
That's the way it's gonna be, huh?
Oh yeah. Playing in the dark. I think I'm just gonna go ask for another will save from Kato again. Yeah.
No.
Is this Mordecai?
Yeah, maybe.
I had the counterspell prepared.
Okay, let me double check.
Round.
Want to... Line of sight is a thing. It does dispel magic need. I see it.
Oh, you got it.
This was a duration expired. It's... You are level 11. Let me get the ruler to where it is hidden. Done. Plus, so should be... That is good. I think I'm gonna say make a perception check. If you hear the somatics, it works.
So this D6 you gave me, do I need to declare that before or after a roll?
You can do it after.
Okay. Oof. That was like almost low as possible.
Are you satisfied with it?
I'll stick with the 20.
You can just barely pick it out.
Sweet. And then it's a caster level check?
Yes. Shooting for 11 plus the spell's caster level. Hey, buddy, I've used you so much, but I don't know your caster level off the top of my head, and I'm disappointing myself. Oh, what's your caster level? That is probably enough. I'm almost sure. Maybe, probably, possibly. CR. So he's that plus that is it's really close. You can feel it really shaky. And Kato, you can see just another image of your father like stumbling out of the mist, and then there's just a snap and it disappears.
Nice.
Whew.
Should I say something snarky?
Yes.
About how your court wizard isn't good enough.
I was gonna say. What happened, Vorticai? Performance anxiety?
Anyways, Samantha looks back at Artoris and just kind of like cocks her head, shrugs her shoulders a little. Seems to be asking, where would you like to go?
I would probably motion in the direction of like to get us closer to the sounds of combat that I'm hearing between Kato, Senya, and the things attacking them.
Okay, sounds good. So she will park you, I
Obviously
guess.
not in a way that puts me at immediate danger, but
All right. Would you consider within the thing's threat range immediate danger?
oh yeah.
Okay, then we will not park you there. She's just gonna go here, I guess. Yeah. And you come riding up to see your friends doing dodges and stabbing, and Grom screaming out in pain and anguish, and goes to Ionia.
Was I able to discern kind of a direction that Vorticai was with that perception?
Yeah, he seems to be like far away and kind of up.
Okay. And I still hear the mastodons coming as well, right?
Yeah, as well as a bunch of other things.
Do the mastodons sound like they're like right on top of us, or
Nah,
we might still have some time?
they will be really soon, but not yet.
Okay, I'm going to cast Fly and spell shard that with Minoru.
Okay, sounds good. Bork.
And then since Samantha was like right before me, would I have been able to kind of like keep up with her?
Yeah, sure, if you wanna.
Because I'd like to move in the direction that she was going, and I'll have Minoru stick with me.
Okay. So then that would be just move down until you see her.
Okay.
It'd be a double move for Ionia. Well, I can just do that. 10, 20, 30. Satisfied with there?
30 is all I can move
Oh.
because I cast a spell.
Right.
And then Minoru will just come right up.
Happy with that?
And we'll be, a little bit off the ground.
Gotcha. Okie dokie. So then, in that case, if there's anything else from you,
I think that's it for now.
works for me. Alrighty. The armies come surging forth. Let me get a perception check from everybody.
Come on. Less one because Arbiter can't be casting guidance right now.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so then as you guys are heading on forward, it's Grom's got a lot of nothing there. Yoni has got it, Arcturus has got it, Minoru's got it. And that's about it. The sound is... It sounds like something really big is moving really fast. Like just over your heads. It's almost a little unnerving, as if someone had like... best way to phrase it, just the air being disturbed, a downdraft is being formed down on all of you. You're pretty sure somebody just flew over your head.
Probably that thing from before.
That Kalira from before.
That thing from before.
It said really big.
I mean, if it was a Jabberwock, we would be able to know that. I'm pretty
Indeed.
sure, given that it was causing ripples in reality to form.
And Arcturus is up.
I will
Cast haste on Kato.
I can't. I only have self-haste. I will full round attack at the thing that just flew overhead.
Sure. You have a perception check. You can try to find it. Or rather, you are aware of the square you could fire at it, I should say.
Okay. And I will okay, yeah. Fingers crossed?
As you do. Okay, those are all some numbers. Some good numbers. If you want to roll 1 to 4 rounds of D100s, I'll let you be the arbiter of your own fate here. I didn't mean to make that pun. Here we are, though. And yet.
What we want low?
Sure.
Is that what it was? Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
You love to see it.
You love to see it.
Some
Some of the shots go really, really, really wide as you fire, but one of them does stick with intent, and you hear Kalira like cry out.
And then that one, I assume the nat 1 fails on the confirm, but it is plus the 6, like in the notes. That's the best way I could think to do the bane damage on the final 2.
Makes sense to me.
And then Arbiter will. He's not, because he's flying, right? He can just float over the difficult terrain.
Yeah.
All right, so he'll catch up to me. That will be my turn.
All right, sounds good. And on to Kato.
Question. So Prince's 60-foot blind sense, can he... I was just reading, I actually had no idea how that functioned, but I guess he can sense the presence of things he cannot see and usually does not need to make a perception check to do so. Is that correct?
That is right. Let me kick on an aura for him. That's important. Anything... Okay, yeah. So they're going to be here pretty quick. He also can sense something flying like overhead behind you, basically where like you can look and see Arcturus as he fires off that direction, and a bunch of things like all have just moved within the range of his blind sense.
Oh, wonderful. Okay. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So Prince is going to flap. Let's do some moves.
Flap on into a flank.
All right. Let's do Prince first. So I didn't spot. I was actually surprised as I was moving around. I'm like, I'm gonna run into something because like the squares are opening up as he's moving through them. Thought for sure I was gonna smack right into something, but nope, got lucky.
You did.
Prince bite.
Nom. Alrighty, if you could roll that concealment for me.
Oh, right. Damn.
Concealment's
Indeed.
a bitch.
It is.
Who would ever
too.
use this?
Tommy. Anyone who casts Obscuring Mist in combat.
Or invisibility.
And
Oh wait, that was a U-dis. I get it now.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it bites air.
and Kato will just swing for the fences on this thing.
Okay, and nice. Both of them should go right in. Boom, bang. The creature begins to dissipate back, like bits of smoke break off from it, then fade into the fog and are lost evermore. It kind of like shrieks out in not quite abyssal, not quite infernal, just this weird mix of noise. It's not happy. All good?
I am all good.
All right, and on to Senia.
Alright, Senya's gonna stop channeling the haunt because she's more concerned with these soul eaters here. She's gonna quick drop her bow, draw her weapon, her black stab, and she's gonna do stabby stab.
Sounds good.
Which is the one that that hit Grom? Was it the bottom one or the top one?
Bottom one.
Okay.
Is that bow enchanted at all?
The +1.
Okay, got it. Nice. Well, if you could give me the 8, will almost certainly not get anywhere, but if you can give me a couple rounds of concealment.
Ugh.
Swish, swoosh. The fog
Concealment's the worst.
bursts.
And Grom's gonna do his full attack.
Okay. Alrighty.
And
Got one potential to hit if you want to roll the concealment.
he's gonna attack the same one, so
Of course.
hopefully he hits.
Yeah, alrighty.
Is that also 2d100?
Just one.
Just the bite got through.
Gotcha. Nope.
Actually, I realized all 3 of those attacks did in fact get through. It's you roll 1 to 20, you fail. It is a 20% miss chance. You have an 80% success chance. So if you roll 1 to 20,
partial.
it's bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
It's different for different people. So those all do stick. You'll love to see it. We caught it at the last second before it was relevant. I think I need to change a little bit of Kato's math too. So then we've got that, and we've got that.
So Prince would have hit as well, then?
I believe so, yes. Let me just go back and get that switched up real quickly. And boom, and the 10 would miss. But
Right. Okay. In that case, this would trigger...
okay. Duly noted. It appears as it realizes actually some of it's floating away into the ether. Not as good as it was before. Anything else from Xenia?
That would be all for me for now.
Alrighty. 5, 10, do. Hi, Yodia. 1d100 for concealment. The creepy claws of the Soul Eater indeed bursting forth, going at the occultist. Gonna do our very best. 28 to hit.
Oh, that's a hit.
And make a stalwart save and take 10 damage. Henceforth, we rename those stalwart saves. Yeah, it's not as stalwart as fuck, but pretty stalwart. All in all, you're pretty happy with it. Let's attack the prince twice. I mean once. So going at the red prince for a 36 to confirm. Any responses?
Second. Sorry, I had a roll 20 crash.
Hmm.
I can probably. Did you say you crit and then you roll a 36 to confirm?
Yeah.
So yeah, I can tell you his AC's not 36.
Yeah. 20 damage and a fort save.
Oh.
Real quick, Tommy, I just remembered I'm invisible.
Okay.
I don't know if the thing would still be able to hit.
I did roll above
It rolled.
50.
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
All right, fort save on Prince. You said.
Yeah, please. Stalwart as fuck. All right, we're gonna do a 5-foot float, and we're gonna do a 5-foot float, and we're gonna full attack Grom. 4 hundies. Looks like I've never rolled 100 on a D100. That's dope. 3 out of the 4 are gonna come in. So I'll put the flank bonus in. I will not make you flat-footed because apparently people are taking notice of that. I guess quick shout out in the general chat to what was your name, buddy? Xenothos FC. Now we're gonna one attack at the horse. 32 to hit, pending. I'm gonna do these a little slower in case you want to try to mounted combat out of the way. So I guess the best way I can phrase this is, does a 32 hit you? Grom.
Oh, you're asking.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So good.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Okay, fair enough. And second attack is a 31 to hit.
Yep.
And the last attack is a 35 to hit.
Yep.
So 3 fortitude saves. 26 damage. These things go like, they almost seem to teleport. They like fade into the fog and then come back, and before you know it, it's big pain time. Grom is also kind of stalwart. Only 1 single point of wisdom damage this time. Not nearly as bad.
His brain is starting to
Melt.
come out of his ears.
Indeed.
That's not very nice.
That's not very nice.
And
Right.
You said 26 point of damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're gonna double move.
Oh boy.
It moves within 5 feet of Kato.
Oh, sweet. Yes, I'm big. That's a thing.
It is.
All right, I'm swinging with my free attack.
Almost certain to connect if you could just roll that concealment. Okay. Bursting forth from the mist, just enormous Cyclops warriors, and you are able to get that stab.
I rolled attack again. I don't know why I rolled attack again. Sorry. Try this.
Had me double checking my AC there for a second. Okay, fair enough. Ancient blood and guts go flying all over the place. Zimanth kind of like turns and looks at Artor. Oh, no, she doesn't. She's going to start kicking Soul Eaters. As you do, she takes a swift action to kind of like, how do I want to... Mechanically, she uses martial flexibility to give herself blind fight. And then is going to just start full attacking. She just kind of like switches her stance a little bit. So she would have 4, I think. Damn it, you got to do the roll, Tommy. I didn't want to make her a sheet because I didn't know if she would survive this. So
Oh, wow.
I don't want to get attached, you know.
I know what you mean.
1d4. So pending that, and then she rolls with advantage on her D-hundies, basically. Bang, boom, wham, and didn't even need to. She like, the motion is real weird. She like rears back with one hand. She like reaches back to like grab Artoris so he doesn't fall, and then kicks, and then the hoof goes down and through the creature, and one kind of goes super wide, and then elbow drops as she like comes down, and like the creature starts swaying real bad. Ionia.
Okay. So I can mostly see this one in front of me, right?
Yeah. Dark colored mist in the gray mist.
Alright, I'm gonna have Minoru go around, and he's got a lot of movement, so he can kind of like around.
It should be fine, yeah.
Right. To flank it,
Sounds good.
and we'll have him go first.
Nice.
I need to roll to see if he hits, right?
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Bork, bork, bork. Giant doggo bites evil monster.
And then I'll full round attack.
Sounds good. That will, of course, cause you to drop out of invisibility.
Oh, it's greater invisibility.
That will, of course, cause you to not drop out of greater invisibility. Okay, roll the hundies.
2 of them, right?
Yeah, please. Did everyone take versatile weapon? Nice. Seems very relatable given how the slithering went, but...
Mahario, the creator of oozes.
He's a new Oozomancer.
Feels bad.
It's actually me. I brought them.
I cast lightning bolt and everything splits.
It was a good idea. Leave me alone.
More alchemist fires. That would have been awesome.
I see. I'm just trying to help you guys be the best you can be. Anyway, the first one kind of just stabs off into just a wisp of cloud, and then second stab, you're able to find purchase. The bits of it start to disintegrate and go strange places. Anything else from you?
No, and I forget with the D100s, do we want low or high?
Low is bad.
Okay. Gotcha.
The shambling undead hordes get inexorably closer. Prince's blind sense can now ping all of them. You all can hear them just storming down this inexorable tide of hoof, basically. Right, then we go to our new friend. Boom, 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 boom. Double move. She's about... would provoke an attack of opportunity from Kato as Kalira, flying, descends down on top of you. The halberd is gone, and it's been replaced with an elven curved blade. She kind of just smiles. Hello, fop.
Copy of weapons. All right.
Almost certain to hit. It provokes an attack of opportunity from the lady herself. Would you like to parry it?
Yes.
Okay. So then this says halberd, but I forgot to make the macro for the second weapon. Would a 39, well, I guess. Would a 39 hit?
39 does hit.
Alrighty, sounds good to me. For 31 points damage.
Okay.
You, with the original AOO, a 33 does also connect. Like, she comes swinging down with her blade. She kind of does like a flip in the air as it happens. It's objectively kind of cool. And the blade, like, she doesn't try to dodge you and lets it sink into her as she returns the favor.
I take that does plus to the damage as well, right? To come get me.
No, she just lowers her AC. Come and get me is you get a +4. Oh no, you get 4 more damage. Yes, that's right.
So add 4.
Yep. Thank you. I would have completely forgot that.
It's okay.
There is another perception check for probably just like nah, everybody can make it.
Less 1.
Alrighty, it is very clear. The prince can sense it, I guess. Yeah, I suppose. Senia, you're not super sure, but over the din, Ionia, Artoris, both definitely you hear the sounds of someone incanting, and the prince is now aware there is a solid barrier between himself and Kato. And up a little, because blind sense would indeed be able to just tell you that there is a solid force that has boxed the pair of you.
Oh.
I thought about playing Duels of the Fates here, but I don't want to get copyright striked.
Well, since this is Kalira and Tibor made this comment the first time a similar situation happened, I can't help myself, but I'm gonna say, you think you have me trapped in here with you? You're the one trapped here with me.
She just kind of smiles. Do you speak Abyssal?
No.
That is what comes forth from her mouth. You guys, at this point, you can almost, like, the ground is shaking. Your footing is almost unsteady. You don't have a lot of time before the Mastodons come crashing into you. Artoris, you are up. You, I suppose, also can see Kalira.
But I also know that there's now a barrier.
You know there is a casting. Then you can probably hear, like, in Draconic, I suppose I'll get in the habit of, Ramugan is freaking out.
Okay. Would Arbiter would have been able to decipher what she said in Abyssal? Would that tell me anything?
You actually can't hear her.
Oh, okay.
And you see, like, as Kato's sword comes up and they collide with each other, it's completely soundless to all of you.
Ooh.
Okay. I think since I've seen this before, is it okay for me to deduce that that's a force wall?
Yeah.
Between hearing the incantation and then the sound not being there? Okay.
It's probably a safe assessment that Vortikai has put the king and his general in a big old death cage.
Okay.
For what it's worth, I almost did this to you instead, but then I remembered the travel domain, and I didn't make that mistake.
Okay, I actually have a quick question regarding my familiar. Between, like, Arbiter has a little bit of sight on this soul eater on Ionia.
Mm-hmm.
Between empathic sense and speak to master, would he be able to aid me in, like, targeting that at all?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay, and
I
then
don't think
this
raw,
illegal
but sure.
action?
You would need to dismount.
Okay, then I'll stay where I was.
Okay.
And I will fire at that with whatever advantage you deem appropriate.
Sounds good. Probably treat it as concealment, not cover. Give you the 20%, not the 50%.
I'm also going to turn on. No. I still can't see it, so study target stays off. Never mind. You hate to see it.
You wish you could see it.
I ran into that one.
You did too. Full force. Speaking of full force, if you want to throw some hundies at me. Okay. So with the power of Arbiter, it does make it a little easier to get some shots in because Arbiter can see it and knows if you want to flavor it.
So I kind of get the like this nonsense with Kalira has my attention, but I sort of piece together that I won't be able to help right away. So I turn my attention back to where it originally was, which was the sounds of Ionia in trouble. And then with Arbiter there, sort of like pointing with his little claw, I just fire away and hear the sounds, the delightful sounds of a familiar friend fading into nothing.
Ah, good. Anything else?
That will do it for me.
All right, Kato.
All right. Kato.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. That was off key enough.
Is Prince trapped in the box as well?
He is not.
It doesn't extend out that far. It's just this 2x2 square that we're hanging out in. Okay, cool.
And presumably above you as well. Otherwise, like
We'll
Kalira
just
wouldn't
climb
have.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Learned that lesson.
Mordecai learned his lesson there.
Mordecai's GM doesn't play wizards a lot, so there's been kind of a learning curve.
So Prince can 5 foot flap, right? Like he can,
Yeah.
because he's.
Any move speed you got.
All right, so he's gonna move. He's gonna 5 foot over here, and he is going to breath weapon. He's gonna breath weapon this.
Sounds good. It's probably very fascinating for Kato to watch if he wasn't worried about his life fading away. The burst forth of dragon fire as it connects with the wall of force and like slides along it and glances off.
Does that intensify it if it like has a wall?
This mist is actually flammable and explosive.
Weird like Shadowrun rules or something. What's the DC?
16.
16, so I'm almost certain the Soul Eater will pass. The other two will, the time has come along and they must eat it. And cooldown check.
Oh, yes.
The CDC, if you will. Not bad. Topical.
All right, now Kato, head to head against someone he once called a friend. Move action, I'm going to attempt to feint against her.
Sounds good. It is completely impossible for me to succeed. I'll roll it for funsies. I will put the dice down, but
there's no. Oh, it's I got this wrong too, by the way. So you're not the only one that gets rules wrong.
Thanks.
It's a flat DC like Intimidate. It's either whichever is higher, 10 plus your sense motive modifier,
Okay.
or 10 plus your base attack bonus plus your wisdom modifier.
Oh, in that case, it fails. Thank you for being honest.
I'm be honest.
In either case, you've been fighting alongside Kalira for a while. You know she cannot be caught flat-footed.
Yes, but there was another reason for that as well.
Oh.
But yeah. Okay.
Fair enough.
So that turned something else on had it succeeded. One swing. All right, so +4 on the attack, +4 on the damage, and it provokes.
Indeed.
All right, so I'm going to add the +4, so you don't need to add anything.
Alright, let me just change this macro. The halberd has been discarded, so I can just do this. Bang! And bwang, boom. Whoops, not critical multiplier of times 32. Chill. We don't do that here. Okay, so then...
And then I will try to parry the provoke as well.
Of course. So then... It provokes an attack of opportunity.
Does not confirm, but...
Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Good to know. So then I take a bunch of damage. You take a bunch of damage. We're literally going to have that UFC fight that we all paid a bunch of money for, and the two fighters just punch each other in the jaw in one big punch and then drop in 5 seconds. That's this fight. Okay.
I'm not looking so good.
It makes you feel any better. Kalira is also looking pretty rough. She kind of just smiles, spits blood.
That sounds right.
Whoop, I did the wrong math. I took my damage. Your damage was higher. Minus...
Also, Tommy, the feint, I don't know if this matters. I think it matters as far as like raw, like RAW is concerned, but the feint just doesn't technically make them flat-footed. It just denies their dexterity to AC.
Oh, fair. Got it. Sounds good. I forget about that distinction. And there's old boy in the chat in general again coming down on me. But, okay, so still on you. That was one attack.
I used my move for the feint, so
right.
And Prince moved. Well, he 5 foot and breathe. Do I have a swift? I don't. So yeah, no, I'm good.
All right, then we are on to Senia.
All right. So one of the Soul Eaters, he's under Neath Grom Square, right?
He is, well, he'd technically be here. You're right. Fair enough.
Okay. And that's the one that attacked him before?
Yeah, and they've both attacked him now.
Okay. Am I able to discern like which one's looking more raggedy?
Right here.
That one, okay. So I'm gonna keep attacking that one then.
Okay. Not bad. Not bad at all. Certainly the 9 will miss, but both of those could confirm.
So that's 2D Hundy.
Yeah. Okay, and if you would like to flavor it.
Die, you foul mist beast! And I swing my sax at it, and it goes poof.
In just
And probably shrieks.
big loud shriek, little tiny poof, off it goes.
Like a cloud, just.
And they basically are scary clouds. It's a rain cloud come to disturb all your days. Anything else?
And Grom then would like to then attack the other one.
Alrighty. Looks like only the second hoofs would hit if you'd like to. Chance fate! Indeed. Lots of people are kicking with hooves at this Soul Eater. It's a whole thing.
Real quick,
Getting trampled.
Yeah.
I noticed, Terry, you're not rolling your haste attack. You should get one additional attack from being quickened.
So if you want to click attack 1, it would do it for you.
She killed what she was attacking anyway. So.
Yeah.
But she could attack this
Yeah,
with the other
moving
attack.
forward for 5 more
Okay.
rounds.
Oh,
Gotcha.
forgot that's a thing.
Alright, so yeah, she's gonna then.
Okay. Could definitely connect. I'll roll the D-Hundy to make it a little faster. Wham!
Thanks.
I'll just leave a D100 in my chat and roll for everybody. Okay. 15 more damage to the Eater of Souls. Still standing, but slightly discorporated. All good?
Yep.
Alrighty, so then here's 2 attacks at Grom. Both could get there. Bang. Boom. Does a 24 hit Grom?
Nope. But the
Oh.
37 will.
Alright, make a will save. And 10 damage.
See. Yeah, his will is.
And getting worse all the time. Oh, I'm so sorry. God damn it. Make a fort save. I did it again. Shit. Much better. Congratulations. For a second, you felt really bad, but then you remember Tommy just sucks at Soul Eaters. Oh, let's do a 5-foot float. And again, Kato, as the battle rages, you can, like,
So,
Good.
Sorry. How much points of damage does he take?
10 damage and
10.
passing the save. Kato, this thing kind of like skates along the wall of force as it's flying. You're not sure what you're looking at, but when the smoke presses into the wall, it's kind of like pushing your own self into glass. Like it pushes forward and is forced to stick in one spot. What you assume passes for its bones, organs, hard to say, but it's real weird. There's like very big, like Emperor Palpatine energy color of like skin, right? This pale, pasty something or other, gross black veins. And let's attack the dragon. (2132).
AC 23.
AC 23. So 1 fort save, 10 damage.
All right, 1 stalwart save.
1 stalwartist save. That's.
You just had to jinx it.
You just had to jinx it. You want to keep it?
Keep it, yeah.
3 wisdom damage.
3 whiz.
And now it's on to the Cyclops. This guy probably does bump into the wall of force, not realizing he's not the smartest of the smarty pantses. Just kind of like tags the side of it, keeps moving. Some of the flesh is like stripped off not quite a pointed corner, but a hard enough corner, given that he's dead, that the effect is like peeling a banana back a little bit. And if that wasn't morbid enough for you, I'm not smart enough to flank. I can't fit in this square. Oh, poop. Hello. 10, 50, or rather 10, 20, 30, 10, 20, 30. He's going to swing with, because he's seen the red prince. He knows the square and just barely gets through. Bringing that axe down. You notice these guys have all dropped their halberds now as well. You presume they're floating around somewhere to be collected or maybe to stab mastodons with. Who knows? So coming at the prince. Bwam! 16 will not get there. And 18 will not get there. It provokes an attack of opportunity from both Grom and Senia as this one starts swinging around to let a friend get a little closer.
Alright. So that's just a single attack, right?
Unless you have combat reflexes. Because you would get an attack at this guy and this guy.
I did not have that, so...
Okay, fair. Well, I will, before we worry about that too much. Both you and Grom are eligible.
Okay, so... hold on.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be either this guy or this guy.
Yeah,
right there.
one or the other. You got it.
Okay. Alright, I think we're gonna focus our efforts on that guy. So Grom's gonna do... It's gonna do Gore.
Y'all ready? Unfortunately, not quite there.
Senya's gonna do...
That's considerably better.
And that's the damage.
Okay. You got it. Boom, boom, bam. Bits of flesh go flying. And I am going to roll 3D hundies. Bang. First one's not getting anywhere, but the other two are going after Grom. 27 and 29.
He's at 30.
All right, fair enough. So both of them just bounce off, slide off, or otherwise are ineffective. All of you can hear another Cyclops kind of coming around the side as well. On we go. Samantha's going to just do a big punch. Very good. Roll one with advantage. Very good. Not bad. And she just brings herself down on top of the Soul Eater, and it fades away. Taking
Our hero.
us to Ionia.
Okay, let's see. Is the force wall right where I'm standing?
You do like run in and contact the wall, yeah.
I would stop like here then.
Okay. You would be able to like moving into this square is fine. In this square, you contact the wall.
Gotcha. Okay. Can I? Is there any way I could like kind of perceive about how far out I think the mastodons are? How much time we have?
Yeah. You think you have about 3 seconds?
Oh wow. Okay. I'm gonna tag Zamanth with fly.
Sounds good.
Upward. I think I took my finger off the push talk there. Minoru's gonna come up next to me. We're both gonna move upward. I have 15? 10. I moved 10 feet, so I have 15 feet of movement.
Okay, sounds good. So you just float 15 feet up in the air.
Oh, wait, I have 60 feet of movement because of fly. So I will move, like, 30 feet up.
Okay, so then when you get to 25, you do clear the fog.
Oh, okay.
You can see... It's hard to illustrate on the map because then you would get to see everything else. I thought about making 2 maps for this, but it sounded really painful. He's about 130 odd feet or so, just kind of floating in the air, glaring down, the oculus glowing this brilliant crimson.
So he is not in... This is Vorty, I'm assuming. He is
Yeah.
not in the fog.
He is not in the fog.
Okay. I think that's... Oh, you know what? Actually, can Minoru bite this thing before he goes up?
He would need to, because he already had to move, he would need spring attack to keep moving after. No splitting movement in Pathfinder.
Oh, I thought that was a thing. My bad.
So then in that case, if you move there and then move up, it would provoke from the Soul Eater as well.
Yeah, I imagined he, like, from back here, kind of like in a diagonal, like upward diagonal.
Got you. Yeah. So then one more round of these boys. 30 to hit Minoru? Might not. Oh, I can just click his thing. No, I can't. It's a new token.
30, yeah, 30 right now does hit.
Alright, make a fort save, 10 damage. Stalwart as fuck. So you are 30 feet up high. How high off the ground is Minoru?
He's going up, like, with me. He's gonna be kind of...
Both of you at 30. Sounds good. All done?
Yep.
Alrighty, so it's gonna be... Folks are gonna get to see Vorticai, I suppose. There's no other way to do it. He is going to... Can he make that? He can. Of all the things in the world, Vorticai is going to charge. He just kind of leans down and like Superman's forward, reaching out his hand to try to get at Ionia. As he dies for just, enough of this! Dispel your fog and let me be done with you! And he, like, the hand comes stretching out towards your neck. Let me grab his sheet of character. Rolling against your touch AC. A 17.
Oh, that gets me.
Alrighty. And it gets you for, this is negative energy, 11 points of damage, and wait for it. Of course they don't put it here in this. Of course I have to bring up another Lich's stat block to remember if this is on the end of a save or not. Weird. Indeed, as he touches you, your flesh begins to kind of Thanos out, and you feel your body just start to lock up. if you could please make a first things first, if you and Minoru could both make will saves.
I give me 1 second. I'm gonna add the D6
Okay.
on my will save.
Works for me. Alrighty,
And
Minoru.
if this is enchantment.
It might be an enchantment. I'm almost certain. It is not. Minoru is shaken as Vorticai is just radiating this aura of fear and bad and horrible and terrible. You're able to shake it off, but then he grabs into you. If you could please make a fortitude save. Alrighty. Do you want to let that stand?
I'm gonna keep it.
Okay. So he comes flying forward, hand probably gets like around your throat as he says what he says, and bits of it burn away. And you feel yourself start to like lock up. He pulls you closer to him, and it's almost effortless for Vorticai to do so, just like right up, face to face with you. Just like your mother, weak, squeezes tighter, and inferior. You find yourself unable to respond. You are permanently paralyzed. As you contact the ground, 10 points of fall damage.
I think fly gives feather fall.
That is if the spell would end.
Enter is dispelled, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately for you, it's just like you no longer are capable of moving. And down you drop to crack onto the ground in that same just pose of absolute horror, locked in rigor mortis. Let me get a quick heal check from Artoris.
+1.
+1. So then it's... You've been dealing with Vorticai for long enough, and what happened is happened is but if you didn't know any better, you'd think Ione hit the ground just stark dead of fright. Rather, she is on the ground, super paralyzed.
Okay. So I can determine that, though?
Yeah, she's still alive.
Okay.
And now bad things happen.
Oh.
Oh yeah,
They were
it's all
going
been-
so well
it's
before.
been, you know, roses, daisies, and peaches all up until now.
So let me just get these guys on the back.
If it's any consolation, I think this barrier might protect me from a horde of stampeding mastodons.
It does. It probably looks really cool. So your opponent's army will not be rolled as 100 billion different individual centaur zombies, because that would take us all goddamn session. Rather, we are using the troop template for these guys. They're kind of like swarms, but they're also people. So they have some kind of other exciting things they can do, but their damage is done automatically if they end their turn with you inside their square. These guys come just washing over you. Kato, probably some of them contact the barrier and shatter. Like, just into bits and pieces all over the place. Bones break, fall, and they kind of just, like, merge straight into Senia and Grom, both of which take 6 damage.
Okay.
These are
And
the skeletons?
yes.
Okay.
Then we pass to Kalira. I would like to full attack Kato.
I figured that would be coming. I have a question.
Okay.
The 5-foot step portion, which I obviously can't make, of the dodging panache deed. Is that 5 foot optional, or is the AC bonus contingent on being able to make the 5 foot?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I know. Right?
Dodging panache. Let's take a look. Time for more of we've been recording a game that we're planning on putting on Spotify, and whenever these questions come up, we plan on making a weird like edit, just Tommy's tips.
The way it's worded, I think I need to be able to make that.
Yeah, looks like you would need to. No dodging panache here. Nowhere to run, fop.
Literally. Okay, well, she's making a full round attack of, I imagine, 4 attacks.
The number.
Well, I need to know how many. If I have enough panache to parry attempt to parry all of them.
That makes sense.
I guess I will attempt to parry. I have 4 panache, so I'm gonna parry for my life against everyone that I can.
Okay, so parrying at all of them, she will attack you thrice.
Okay.
May the odds be in your favor. So
Can you stop rolling? Can you stop critting, please?
I'm trying.
All right. Well,
wish I could use a preacher charge, but you can't hear through the thing. Oh, it breaks my heart.
It does. I actually don't know if I. Let's see. If I rolled a 20 with answering, I can actually beat that 42. It's just.
Oh, you would be
not
beating
likely.
it. Yeah, you never know.
It's possible. I need a. All right. So I'm gonna roll just the first one because this might be all that matters.
I mean, you did declare roll all 3.
No, I'm
Well,
saying
he might
if
just drop.
the first one gets through, Kato goes down. Like,
Fair.
in a big way.
Fair enough.
Fuck. All right. Here we go. God, I'm so fucking scared. Oh my.
So using your hero point would add a +4 to that.
Oh right. 'Cause
I'll
after
say
the
that.
fact,
You would not be able to
Alright.
cheat death for the rest of the session, but
I mean, it's. Yeah, +4. Okay, ching. All right.
indeed. Go ahead and roll your parries for the next 2.
2.
Okay. Okay. So no damage. Do you want to riposte?
I thought I was dead for a second. Before you told me about the +4, or reminded me about the +4, I thought I was like so dead.
Indeed.
So dead.
Feel
I would
it?
drop to negative like 40.
Buh. Feel like riposting?
Fuck. Do I need my swift? Riposting will just let her swing again, right?
Yes.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
Okay, fair enough. So I might let you flavor the duels of the fates that's happening here.
Okay.
Also, if it makes it any better, actually, that wasn't a 42, it was a 43. She indeed, to continue the Star Wars memes, has the high ground. But
So yeah, as Kalira goes to clearly going in to end the fight here, and now unleashes a flurry. Kato, with a speed, almost a heroic speed, if you will, unlike we've ever seen, barely catches like the first swing that, had it been a millimeter off, would have basically I don't know what it would have done. It would have been bad. After deflecting that first blow just by the skin of his teeth, it seemed like Kalira's resolve was momentarily shaken, where her follow-up swings definitely did not seem to deliver the same ferocity, and he was able to bat those aside, barely able to catch his breath in the process as speeds of sweat run down his face and drop to the floor. He saw his life nearly flash before his eyes.
indeed, and it's more of the same with Kalira, blood and sweat and yelling, "Just hit me, fop! What are you doing?" And swing. You probably lose like a little bit of hair from where the blade comes down and is just barely deflected into the wall. It's a mess is what it is. And I'm going to go ahead and roll 1d20. You guys hear the sounds, except for Kato. The trumpeting of Mastodons, as I guess they'll enter exactly where they are. The Mastodon Stampede has officially entered the initiative, and the fun is about to begin. Artoris. What you doing?
Okay, so I see Ionia come crashing down, and for a brief moment, I think she's gone. But I recognize what's going on here, and I thank Abadar that I had this, and I quicken cast Remove Paralysis on Ionia.
Ionia, you are now able to breathe again as it like just kicks back on.
And then I let me see, Arbiter. Where do I want to move him? That's Grom, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do I see enough of that to make that determination? Okay.
And you can like hear
could
him and
I
stuff.
have heard Vorticai yelling at Ionia?
Almost certainly.
Can I take some shots at him?
Almost certainly.
Let's do so.
Okay. There's a lot of numbers there. I'm going to make the Hundies in secret this time because this is the important one. So we've got 1, 2, 3, and 4 firing up. Okay. I want to do very scary flavor text rather than do very scary flavor text. I think I'll just let us sit in an awkward moment of silence while I don't want to lead you guys on. I don't want you to think that I might have phantasmal killered somebody. I'm given to understand that's rude. So let me just. Oh, not a good time for my computer to be sad at me. Stop being sad at me, computer. It's a happy day. There's so much violence. Plus that. Plus that. Still no clustered shots online, right?
No, it is online.
Oh, it is online.
Yep.
Okay. So that happens. Oh, computer, don't give me that. Minus that. Minus that. Minus that. So I guess what I'll do now is I'm gonna let you, Esker, if you would throw a d20 at the board. The odds are slim. Okay. You definitely hear the sound of all 4 of those attacks connecting. As, like, it was 83, 93, 94, 98, if you must know, on the Hundies. As just like bam, 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 bam. Vorticai screams out blood and dust and Lich stuff falls down. Anything else?
I think that's everything. That's what he gets for messing with Ionia.
That's what he gets. Okay, on to Kato. Back to the Duels of the Fates.
Finish her.
Did you say it's the Mr. the man, the legend, Kato Scaris this turn?
The man, the legend, Kato Scaris, the fop himself.
All right, I'm gonna start with Prince.
Okay.
As you know, suspense. Building that suspense.
As you do.
Or delaying the inevitable.
Yeah, that too. Okay, so we have the what is this thing? I can see the token. It's his big teeth.
Minoru.
That's Minoru.
That's Minoru? Oh, did you give him a new token?
She sure did.
That's Mega Minoru.
Oh, sick. I was gonna attack it. All right. Do either of these targets look like? Have either of them taken damage? Have we?
Yeah.
Yeah. To which? Both.
Yeah, both the Cyclops and the Soul Eater have taken some damage.
Okay. Let's, because I hate wisdom damage. Let's chomp on the Soul Eater. Oh, I've never got to do this ever since he became medium sized. This is probably not gonna accomplish much, but let's give it a try.
One never does. Okay. Nice. I guess I will. So it looks like all of those would indeed stick. Boom, bam, boom, boom, boom. We'll take 1 round off the breath weapon counter. And if, you would like to flavor it.
All right. Chomp. Because he's a dragon.
Got him.
He tried to get in it. As he bites down, as he claws and swipes it, and it starts to like dissipate, he's like, "Backen!" He chomps down, trying to like consume it, but it just kind of as it dissipates, it kind of kind of goes between his teeth and like it kind of like floats away. And he looks around and he's like kind of disappointed because he wanted to eat it, but it's just a cloud.
I like this lighthearted moment before.
Before death. And if I guess in good news, I will confirm before God and everybody else that is the last Soul Eater you will fight this campaign.
Woo!
Woo!
You
All right.
Eat shit,
promise?
wisdom damage.
Fucking Terra.
Kato's gonna try this one more time.
One more time. And he sends his hero point now, so if he goes down, it's
I know.
Very scary.
very scary.
Ooh, that's much better though.
Yeah, should connect.
All right, she has denied her dex to AC, which means the next, if I can hit with this attack, it'll trigger this bad boy. Well, let's see if I connect. So Kato is going to have been waiting a whole level to use this. Kato takes a stance as he grips his sword tightly in his palm. He's been practicing this maneuver for a while. And no hero point. God, this is okay. 1, 2, 3.
Okay. So that happens. Would you like to tell the audience what it is that is happening? Because I'm also a little
Sure.
confused.
Okay, so it's Vital Strike, obviously. However, Kato has this fancy ability.
Once per round, when you hit a foe you've successfully fainted against with a melee attack using an Aldori dueling sword, not a bad time to confirm a crit. Also, you deal an extra 2d6 points of precision damage. When your BAB reaches 11, it has the damage bonus increases to 3d6. Nice. Okay. It provokes an attack of opportunity from her.
I know.
My eyes are closed. I'm not looking.
My last point of panache. Oh my god, Tommy, what the?
Can you
What
parry?
is-
Are you capable of
one-
parrying at all?
I have one left, yeah. But I don't think I can. With thank God for the answering. Otherwise, no, I wouldn't be able to pass this if it wasn't for the answering thingy.
Alrighty.
Still, here we go.
I'm a little terrified. Okay. So then let me do some math on Kalira.
I needed a 19 plus to parry that.
So she takes 71 points of damage. More than that, she takes 74 points of damage. Which puts her there. I need
It
to
really
make
is going to be a double knockout.
It could be. If this fort save comes out bad. Well, I suppose I'm betting. I'm making an assumption. If Kato would like to flavor his demise,
I mean, what's the damage?
did I not roll damage? I didn't roll damage. Fair.
Just rolled the attack and the confirm.
Might be 70.
70. So as he leans in with everything he has, he hits and he strikes true and but the elven blade. But because he put everything into the offense, he left a gap in his defense. And both combatants skewer each other. Fortunately, Kato has less hit points. And he drops coughing and splattering blood. And drops to -37.
Which I assume is more than your con score.
Yeah.
So then he drops, coughing, spitting blood. Kalira just kind of kicks him in the temple once, and he leans back, contacts the wall of force with the back of his head, drops his sword. He's not moving. And it passes now to someone who is staggered, I believe. No, wait. Not staggered. Because our dear Senia cannot see or hear what just happened. But you are on.
Senya can't see it, but Terry can. Okay, well. I think I'm gonna rage.
Okay.
I think it's time. I've been holding it off.
Why? I guess because you don't want to burn turns while we were waiting to see how the field developed. But yeah, now it's definitely.
I mean, like.
I need a minute. I'll be right back.
Yeah, so she's gonna rage. And I think she's gonna share that rage with Grom.
Okay.
So I question. I technically have like 17 rounds for my personal rage, but if I'm splitting it, I'm splitting it in half. I'm assuming I'm rounding it down.
Yeah, always round down.
Okay, so then I'll get 8 rounds of rage for both of us. Okay. And then I'm going to... I'm not sure that in this case the Spire Totem is very useful, so I think I'm going to cast the Spirit Totem.
Okay.
So that will be... Where's my Spirit Totem?
Alrighty. Angry ghost friends, go.
And, I am literally, surrounded right now from what I can tell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, these guys are, in your square. They are all around you, with the Mastodons right behind them.
Oh, boy. So I think I'm gonna take a step back. This way.
Alrighty, sounds good. Of course, you cannot take a 5-foot step in difficult terrain, so it's going to provoke attacks of opportunity from not 1, not 2, but 3 bad boys.
Maybe I shouldn't. Okay, well, I guess I did. So.
I mean, if you want to take it back, you can.
Yeah, can I take that back?
Yeah, you can.
Can you put me back?
Well, maybe I can't. Oh, I grabbed your bow. Oopsie. Not the bow, I want the character. Boom. Bwam. Boom. That was basically where you were?
Yeah. There. And now I'm a centaur.
You did it!
Okay. And then I guess I'm going to start attacking.
Alright, sounds good. Where are you going at?
I'm gonna keep going at this dude, because he's the one that I attacked before, right?
Yes, believe so. Alrighty, so it's only that natural one that won't get there. Theoretically. But 15 points of damage goes through. Not a happy Cyclops. Still standing though. Anything else?
And then Grom's going to do his full round attack.
Nice. So then I will go ahead and roll 1d100. The first one is enough to take this one out. Where would you like the other attacks to go?
Let's focus on this guy.
Okay, sounds good. So here's another D100, which would connect, and it's 6 bludgeoning damage. I'm being told in the chat you have a haste attack.
Yes. So then Senya would like to take a swing at this guy too then. Ooh.
Anything else?
And how do my spirit ghosts work? So slam deals.
Slam attack is made. You're using the barbarian's full base attack bonus plus your charisma modifier. It deals 1d4 points of negative energy damage, which would heal everything on the board.
Oh god. It's good.
If you'd like to pick another totem while we... I would have said something if I realized that's what that was.
Okay. Yeah, can I pick a different one?
Yeah, I'm going to pass to... Not the Soul Eaters. They're not on the initiative anymore. But the Cyclops are. Here comes a move. And it's time to swing at the Prince a bunch. I completely just brain farted. My stat block is over here. Okie dokie. 1, 2, 3 D-hundies. So first attack from the other guy, and second attack from the one who didn't have to move for a 19, 29, 29 to hit the Red Prince.
Sorry, I was muted.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you.
29's hit.
All right, sounds good. This is from 2 attacks. Wham. 29 damage. Moves here. Moves here. Moves through the threat range of Senya and Grom. I guess both of these guys do, technically.
Alright, Senya would like to swing at them. I get 1 attack for each one, right?
Mm-hmm. Now 1 attack from the pair of you. So like 1 from you, 1 from Grom. And the crit confirms and connects.
That's the damage.
And if you want to flavor it.
Senya's just like overwhelmed and swarmed. She just starts swinging her sacks like every which way, trying to hit everything that's like coming through her field of vision. And one of the hits connects. That was a Cyclops, right?
Mm-hmm.
One of the hits connects at the Cyclops and takes his head clean off.
Alrighty, fair enough. And Grom gets 1 as well if you'd like to do some pokies.
Yeah, he would like to poke.
19, unfortunately, does not quite. That is actually exactly what you needed. I lied. And it's 11 piercing. A dope. And I'm going to attack Grom twice. For a 24 and a 32 if you'd like to ride by, or damn it, not ride by attack. If you'd like to mounted combat any of those.
So the 24 won't hit. The 32 will. So I'm gonna do a right check.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Alrighty, so then it's Grom takes 13 points of slashing damage as it passes on to Zamanth, who just sees everything coming, hears everything coming, feels everything coming, reaches down with
flying, just a reminder.
Indeed, that's what I'm doing. I remember. Reaches down, grabs Ionia by the arm, and like jumps up. She takes a move action to fly. Well, she would need to double move. No, that's in her reach. No, it's not. She double moves, flies up 30 feet. Unbeknownst to her, she does fly through Vorticai's threat range. A quick, like, shock and oh my god, him again. As she takes 10 negative energy damage as she makes a quick fort save. And, like, immediately starts, like, kicking back. She has the time to set Ionia down on top of Minoru. But her original fate befalls her once again, and she collapses. Artoris could make an acrobatics check if he wanted to.
Sure. Really? I actually put points into that.
5 damage.
Okay.
You, like, probably have just enough time to realize, like, this is as close as you've been to Vorticai in quite a while, and then grabs her and she locks up and down she goes. With Ionia resolving right on top of... Let me put you on the front. Blam. Or, nope, that was Minoru. That was the opposite thing. Right on top of Minoru, as it indeed passes to you.
I'm gonna need just a second here. Just trying to maximize my turn.
Mm-hmm.
Remind me, Swift is the one I take on my turn, Immediate is the one I take on somebody else's turn. Like,
You got it.
action, right?
Mm-hmm. And if you use your immediate, you don't have a swift next turn.
Okay. So Minoru was still up by Vorticai, right?
Mm-hmm. You guys are about the same height.
Okay. Is he like within range to attack 40?
Looks like the pair of you are 10 feet away. So you need to 5-foot step.
Okay.
Which you can because you're flying.
Right. And we both still have fly, so I could technically 5-foot step off of his back once he 5-foot steps in.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think I would need to do in order to meet range, because Minoru's range is 10, right?
Minoru should have a range of 5.
Even when he's enlarged?
Because he's a quadruped.
Quadruped.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay. So Minoru will 5-foot step in. I'll 5-foot step off of him. That will not be enough to set up flank. Let me see here. But since neither of us have moved, we can both full round attack, right?
Not from where you are. You would need to move.
Even after the 5-foot?
Oh, right. Yeah, duh.
Oh, the diagonal, because you're flying, yeah.
5-foot step, and then you could then 5-foot like here, and you'd be fine.
Okay, cool. Oh, there's 40. Okay. I thought we were just kind of theater of the mind above.
Indeed, there he is. just kind of like very full of himself. He can look down and with the Oculus see what just happened, and you, as you were going up, could like as you are dropping, Kato is also dropping as well. Kalira, just giant shit-eating grin on her face.
Okay, so I have this sudden insight that I can use as a swift action to add half of my caster level to a roll before the end of my turn.
Okay.
I'm not sure exactly. I guess I would do. Yeah, so I want to add the sudden insight to my second attack so that I make both at my full BAB, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So I just manually roll my first one twice, right?
Right. Okay, yeah, certainly sticks.
And then Minoru will bite as well. And I don't have anything special I can do for him.
Sounds good.
Oh, yeah, and he's shaken. Forgot about that.
And he is shaken. Let me go check my man's AC here. Okay, so then running in, Ionia does connect twice. And you are doing bludgeoning, yeah? Alrighty. Stabbing in, like bits of him begin to like fade off, gone. Minoru does big boy chomp, and unfortunately none of them stick.
And how long does shaken last?
In his case, for a number of rounds equal to his hit dice. So it's still running, probably will be running for
Gotcha.
evermore. Anything else from you?
I think that's everything I can do.
Okay, then it passes to Vortikai. He is going to check his action economy. Boom. I forget if I've done this with him, but it was reminded to me by another thing that I can do this thing. I think it's a swift action. I'm pretty sure. As an immediate action. Okay, fair. So then he's gonna... First he's going... the second all their action take about I cannot those others. Okay, fair. So he doesn't have it as good as the helm does, but he does know what he's gonna roll to hit, basically. So if this ends up being bad, he uses an immediate action for a flash of insight to peer into an included visual spectrum of possible futures, becoming a second edition investigator, gaining insight that allows it to select the exact result of one die roll. Oh, no, it's select the exact result. That's what I thought. Okay, fair. So he would like to roll a 20 to hit you. Would a 35 hit your touch? Ionia?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And a 34 to confirm.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so go ahead and make the fort and double that.
I will use my hero point on that one. I know better now. Fuck.
12 damage.
So I'm doubling the 12, right?
Not the 12, double the 19.
19.
Double the 19. Oh, didn't see that one. Shit. And what was the...
The 12 is the full damage.
So 50 total.
Gotcha.
And I don't think I have any swift actions or anything like that. The armies are... This one's just gonna move on in. It provokes from the prince.
Okay. Chomp.
Okay, I'm almost certain that connects. Oh, come here, little one. There you are. Yeah, connects real bad. To the tune of 20 damage, and does indeed beat the concealment. These guys come, like, charging forward. at the end of the round, because they don't have any standard actions, they just move. Oh, this is a bad time for my roll 20 to have locked up. Ah, Pip! The swarm damage happens, and then... even more fun. Well, I think it's actually on Kalira. Kalira, while I'm waiting for my thing to stop going real slow, she drops out of rage and kind of just like sits down on top of Kato's chest. As she does so, the like everything she just went through in the last 12 seconds catches up to her body. As I redo the math on that, she would drop by that, then lose that many hit points. Did I? I might be frozen too. Nope, I'm not frozen. My whole browser is though. Arg. So then the next thing, I guess while I'm waiting for that to happen, the Mastodon herds do come charging in. Some of them contact the wall of force and bounce off. Some of them contact it and then are like trampled by the ones behind them. Those of you who can see, like, their eyes are rolling with obvious insanity. They have been driven to who knows what. Some of them are just slamming into each other. Some of them are slamming into. This will affect everybody on the ground. Either it provokes an attack of opportunity, and you can try to take down the particular Mastodon that's going to hit you, or you can try to reflex out of the way.
I don't think I can do either.
Ionia will take the damage, yeah. Ionia and Zamanth both will auto take the damage.
Man, I am not rolling well today.
Can I type now? I can't. So, really quickly, Red Prince takes 9 damage.
He did. Sorry, I didn't do a reflex on him.
Go ahead and do it now. This is for the troops. That was when my browser hung. Okay. So that should pass the Mastodons. Let me grab them really quickly. Yeah, that is good enough both for Senia, Grom, and the Red Prince to take no damage as they just kind of like float out of the way, dodge. In some cases, Grom probably does literally just drop his horns and stab somebody. Senia just like snap, make a pike, stab, snap, back to Sax. You do, on flavor, kill several of them, but they continue to just kind of mill about down here. From the troop damage, it's 9 at the Prince. Senia and Grom will unfortunately take it 3 times over, so they take 35. Now I'll roll for the troops, who all are going to try to reflex out the way. And I don't think any of them can pass. Oh, Gobble Boys, come here. They go storming in. The troops are caught almost completely by, I won't say surprise, but like bunched together. As they are, they can't really dodge out of the way, and the Mastodons just kind of slam.
Wait, did you say Grom and Senia got it? I thought they passed their reflex.
They did. This is for the Centaur troops.
Oh.
That was when my browser crapped. Yeah. So then... and Ionia and Arcturus unfortunately does fail as well. Zamanth gets just crushed. Senia, you can kind of see your bow moments before a Mastodon's hoof comes down upon it. 11 points damage to you if you are on the ground and not Grom, Senia, or the Red Prince. As it passes to Arcturus.
So they've moved past us now?
They're kind of just milling around in your area. They are a hazard at the end of the round, basically.
Okay.
So did that take out Ionia then?
I'm at -1.
Okay.
So she needs to stabilize without a hero point.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm gonna. Where exactly is Ionia right now? I see her. Is she on the map?
She's where she is on the board.
Oh, she's under, like, near me, like, directly.
Mhm.
Okay.
Those two are just like motionless on the ground right next to you.
I'm going to. Arbiter is going to use his wand, his last charge of healing, to heal Ionia.
When I go down, does all of the stuff that I had previously cast also go down, or does
No.
the duration play out?
Buffs still tick.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember how much this is. It's 3d6 plus caster level, is that right?
For wand of...
Cure moderate?
Cure moderate is 2d8 plus 5.
2d8. Okay, that's on Ionia from Arbiter, and then I will once again quicken cast remove paralysis from Ionia. And if you guys could stop getting paralyzed, that would be fantastic. And then I will full round once again at Vorticai.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, I am going to make the private rolls.
I'm going to use 2 preacher charges actually to re-roll the first 2 attack rolls.
Okay, sounds good.
A little better.
Little
Actually,
better.
the second one's worse. You hate to see it.
You hate to see it. However, it kind of doesn't matter. If you would do us the honor.
Oh. Okay, so Ionia comes down, and I am once again just pissed off at, like, I am definitely aware of what's going on just to my southeast, but Ionia in particular, seeing her come crashing down, and then this time actually being, like, really seriously hurt. I just feel I'm using the old crossbow, and I feel the scales, like, kind of pulling exactly where it needs to go, and a very familiar sensation, but also, like, a more deeply personal one this time, as a volley goes shooting out, and I just kind of have a sense of what I've just done.
There is a shriek that kind of, like, bursts across the landscape. Dust fades. About the size of a baseball, brilliant red orb falls and contacts your chest. It feels... It's kind of gross to phrase it this way, but it sort of feels like you just stuck your hand in sewage. That, like, warm, squishy, glorpy, despite it, in fact, being a solid object. Almost immediately, you see a little gray, like, finger start to form from it, as Vorticai's phylactery literally falls into your lap.
Okay.
Anything else?
That will do it for me.
Okay, on to Senia.
All right.
Does the force wall come down with the death of the controller, or?
It does not.
Okay. So she's stuck in there then, because he can't drop it.
It is, I forget the duration of Wall of Force. It's the combat, basically.
Gotcha.
So, okay, so I can... Did any of the enemies that surround me, like, have they attacked anybody besides me?
No, they've basically just converged on you.
Gotcha. Okay, so Senya's going to keep swinging, and she's going to, like, just keep shrieking, like, die, you foul beasts, and okay.
I guess I should roll. Nice. Really quickly. You got 3 days. So who are we attacking? Who's the target? The Cyclops?
The Cyclops, this one.
Okay, gotcha. So then should be that the first attack is enough to take him out. The Second attack is up to you where it goes, whether it would hit... this guy should have moved a little farther. There are 3 centaur troops within your reach and 1 cyclops.
Alright, she's gonna try and hit the centaur scallies.
Okay, sounds good. You should be able to easily enough. Let me just roll the hundies. You basically just need the second one to... Okay. And if you would... It's awkward. You don't kill all of them when a troop is reduced to 0. But it is enough to break up the force animating them if you want to flavor it.
She's just full of rage right now, and she's just swinging her sacks every which way, and just like lops the head off the cyclops, and then lops the head off the centaur. She's just lopping heads off everywhere.
Okay. Heads go all over the place.
Last stand.
How about Grom?
And then Grom's going to do his full round attack on the centaur troops.
Okay.
He's also a very furious boy right
He's
now.
the furious of boys. So the second one will unfortunately not quite stick. And the first... Oh, only the oof. That sucks. But one of the hooves does come kicking. Well, no, these are in your score. We don't need to roll the D-hundies. That's fine. I think that's literally rules is written fine. 11 and 7 is enough.
Did Prince miss his turn?
Oh, God, he did. I forgot. Yeah, go ahead and go now. Oopsie. Good catch.
Well, I might be dead, Tommy, but
Reasonable.
but my friend isn't.
He's enlarged for 2 more rounds.
Also, did the last...
Oh, I'm sorry, 3 more.
Does he have his breath weapon back? I think we forgot
Yeah,
to take
should
it.
have his breath weapon back now, yeah.
Okay. So he's just going to... does he... So the breath weapon would have a bonus effect against the swarm, right?
Yeah, it would do damage and a half. They're just swarms, but people. They are so closely packed that even if they dodge out of the way, it's...
Okay. So so he's just gonna let out a cry, and just start blowing fire into the mass. And I guess these 2 very... Oops, didn't mean to do that. These 2 very conveniently placed Cyclopses too.
Yeah.
Are, right in the...
Nice.
And then, so half more of that to the swarm?
Mm-hmm.
Is that how that works? Okay.
Indeed, or full if they were to pass the save. So then, can't math should be, if you want to, let me check the Cyclopses. The Cyclopses will, I think, both survive. But if you would like to flavor the breaking up of the Centaur troop.
Okay. So seeing Kato drop and Senya hit the ground, and for a moment thinking she was dead, not Senya, Ionia, I think before she started to stir again. Though I guess not stirring because she's still paralyzed. Oh no, he unparalyzed her too.
Yeah,
Okay, so yeah,
unparalyzed.
as she stirs, everything is just going to hell. Prince gets his breath back, and as the stampeding centaurs, or whatever, the centaur army, kind of starts to come about. Prince is not having any more of this nonsense, and he breathes harder than he's ever breathed before. And
That was almost max.
Yeah, bones melt basically as they collapse, or as they crash into the inferno, and by the time he's done breathing, none of them are left standing before him. And then a couple Cyclopses are
Also on fire. Any moves or swifts or anything like that from him?
At this point, all these dudes, no.
Okay, fair enough.
Just
In that case, I need to hold everyone with their thoughts really quickly as I take a quick bio. BRB. Okay. On to the Cyclopses. It's going to provoke from the Prince. I can grab a token here. Yeah. 10, 20. Contacts the wall and slides along it. Has to double move to get there.
Chomp.
Chomp indeed. I don't know if he has combat reflexes or not, but
It's not, so that's his one and only.
gotcha. So stabs in. This one's going to move around. 30, 10, 20, 30. Can't quite get there. This one only has to move. It provokes from Senia and Grom.
Nice. So that's a
Oh.
move. And then I'm gonna do Grom attack.
Okay, wow.
Okay.
That will stick,
Ooh.
yeah. Pending a watch me roll a 1 on the D100 and it just fizzles real bad. Okay, 25 piercing damage. Nice, feels good. That was the important one. I guess it will provoke from technically Ionia, who's prone, as these guys all, like, when Vorticai dissipates and screeches out, they all kind of, like, look up as if come out of a stupor, and they start moving towards the Oculus, and this one is able to, with the action economy, reach forward and attempt to grab it.
Oh shit.
I don't know if Artoris has a melee weapon, or, like, Snapshot would be good right now, but...
This is a Vorty minion.
I
Yeah.
have nothing I can do to like AOO him for doing
Gotcha.
that now.
All right.
You can punch
Yeah.
him.
One of the Cyclopses.
The one that I can see next to Arbiter.
Yeah, it's right here. This one here. He technically is, I guess, standing on top of Zamanth at this point. And if Ionia wants to try to give a stab,
If I try to stab, it won't provoke.
no,
against
not at all. Mm-mm. You just have a -4 from attacking from prone.
So 16.
Oh, fair. That would miss. My roll 20's lagging real bad. At least the thing waited till the end of the session to start crapping out on me. So
hello. That guy.
Oh, hello, that guy. Yeah, he reaches in. You try to stab in vain, and he reaches down and grabs the Oculus in his little tiny hands.
Okay.
Zamanth can't do anything. It passes to Ionia.
You remember that one time when we were fighting the Trench Mist and Juby and Bakken weren't doing so well and Minoru picked him up?
Mm-hmm.
He was a small boy then, he's a big boy now. Can he do that to Artoris?
Just do like a weird
I just want to...
Falcor effect.
Yeah,
Yep, sure. That works.
okay. I don't know where everything is because of the weird, like, dimensions.
Mm-hmm.
Where...
You should be able to do it as part of a double move.
Okay. That's Kalira there.
Mm-hmm.
What was my last known location of Artoris?
I'm on top of you. Like I'm occupying the same square.
Oh, okay.
And also Minoru can smell him.
Okay, yeah. So Minoru is going to scruff him and move up. And then Senya was shouting on her last turn. Can I try to pinpoint her voice?
Certainly. But before that happens, really fast, my computer continues to be sad, and I'm gonna do my very best. Well, one of them will definitely, as the axe comes over, just swings real wide and misses. The other one is a different story. 24 probably doesn't hit Minoru, though.
24 to his regular AC?
Yeah. And the eagle is away.
Does it take my move to know where Senya was?
No, you would just know.
Okay. She's like kind of over in this direction, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, you're pretty good at that.
Yeah, you hit that right on.
Oh, nice. Yeah, my perception apparently is very good.
It is.
Okay, so
Got that
with
third eye.
With fly, I have a move speed of 60, but I can't move to her, cast fly, and then move up, right?
No, that'd be a move in a standard, but you could like move over, cast fly on Grom.
Could I get on Grom as part of my movement?
Yeah, probably. I don't see why not. Grom's strength. Grom is raging. Grom has all the strength right now.
I'll still be fuck. Because we still have a stampede, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm on Grom, I would still take damage. So.
But you
fuck,
would get
I
a
think
chance to reflex or dodge out of the way.
Huh?
You would get a chance to stab. Now that you're up and moving, you could try to stab somebody, or you could try to reflex out of the way, or wait till you get out of the thing that is happening, and then someone could heal you if you go. Presuming the stampede just doesn't outright kill you.
Don't you still have fly?
That's what I'm worried about. I have fly, yes, but I'm trying to figure out how to get fly on Senya and also not die,
Okay.
which I don't think I can do. So I think what I need to do is fly up and then over, so I'm above Senya for my next turn already, but already in the air. Does that make sense?
Yes. I guess one thing I might throw out is, does Senya still have her hero point?
I have not used it yet, no.
So one thing that you can do with a hero point, because it never comes up, because we always use them at the end to reroll, is you can use it to act out of turn as if you had held an action. So if you wanted to run, tag her, cast fly, and like land on the horse, she could burn her hero point, act out of turn, and Minoru could move up. Or not Minoru, Grom could move up,
You on him.
leaving
Okay.
like Arbiter and Red Prince left down in the thick of things, but both of them with fly speeds.
I didn't declare it, but he would have floated up after the. I just thought because he has the fly and he hasn't been doing anything else.
I kind of forgot he existed too. Fair enough.
Also,
What?
oopsie. I
And
mean,
this guy already took an AOO, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
He's
Then
also holding the phylactery.
I'll run over, jump on Grom, tag Grom with fly. And then Minoru's just got oh wait, he could have attacked before he moved up, right? Is this a guy?
Not if you wanted to also grab Artoris.
Yeah, never mind. We're just gonna grab and fly. So that's everything for me.
Okay, sounds good. And then
Not a very
Senia,
exciting turn, but there it is.
but it's the one you needed. Does Senia want to use her hero point to act out a turn?
Yeah.
Alright, so then that moves your initiative to 4 from 25. You rolled really good on initiative there. And you and Grom basically have a move or standard action.
Grom, like, all of a sudden feeling like he's got wings and feels like a majestic horned Pegasus. He's going to, like, stampede up.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. It will... actually, no, these guys don't have the willpower or the brain power to do things. Does Senia want to do anything with her standard?
Can I attack?
You could attack before Grom moved, yeah.
Yeah, so Senya would like to take a swing at one of the, just this guy.
Okay, sounds good. It's weird how my browser is hanging, but OBS has been very well behaved. Yeah, go ahead and roll damage.
Did
All right.
we lose Tommy?
No, I'm right here.
Oh, okay.
Did we lose me? If you want to flavor it.
Oh, okay.
Whew.
Yeah, so Grom feeling flighty, he's gonna like go charge up, and then Senya just takes one last swing at like the thing that she sees the closest to her and lobs its head off.
Okay, fair enough. So then really quickly we have a swift action from a Mindbearer from Ionia. The troops can't really do a lot of much. Next order of business then is if the Red Prince can make a attack roll or reflex save. The remaining minions de Vorticai are going to try to dodge.
It's feeling pretty feisty, so let's do the attack roll.
Alrighty, that should connect. Presuming you have enough output to take down your opponent, you won't take any damage. And a 16 might, maybe, unfortunately, just barely doesn't.
Bites in, but still takes the horn.
So 16 damage to him and her body on the board, basically. Which makes him go bye-bye, which makes him go bye-bye, and leaves one mass of skeletal boys kind of just swarming around the field. Well, Kalira can't do a whole lot of much right now. Artoris, in the mouth of a giant, the greatest Pyrenees, if you will, looking down over the fog.
How precise? Let me see exactly how it words it. I don't have line of sight. Shoot. I don't want to be up here now. Could I try and... How high up am I? 30 feet? 35? 40?
Lilionia?
How high up was the fog?
About, you get to, the 25-foot mark and you break it.
We're probably, right at the edge of that. High enough that the trample effect won't be an issue, but, only maybe 5 feet above that.
So you just see, the tops of mastodons spinning and swirling, and a random femur goes flying up in the air.
I would like to go pick up the phylactery, but I can't see it. So, is Samantha dead?
Hard to say. She wasn't moving, and a bunch of things have stepped on her.
Right. I think being unaware of any other combatants for the moment, from where I'm at, I'm going to attempt to... Let me just see... I think I can fire a remove paralysis just at where I know she is. It doesn't say I need to see her. If you'll allow that.
Yeah, that's fine. You know the square, so...
Okay. Then yeah, and I'm going to have to burn a higher spell slot because I am surprisingly tapped out on level 2s today. But I will shoot... as a standard action, I will use remove paralysis in the direction that I know she is in. And I guess that's all I can do for now.
Okay, sounds good. And this time we will not forget the Red Prince.
So, Big Boy ran over to grab the phylactery, and that's what we wrote from Prince. Did he survive the oncoming tramples?
No. With the Red Prince's blind sense, you can feel the presence of one more group of centaurs and mastodons all over the place, but that seems to be the only hostiles. I think Wall of Force would block line of effect in regards to Kalira.
Right. So Prince, being a dragon, so I'm going to move in the direction of the dropped phylactery.
Okay.
And he has 150. So as soon as he assuming he reaches where it is, he's going to then grab it.
Okay, so then I just need to... The only contingent on that, I need to check blind sense and see if that picks up objects. Otherwise, he doesn't know where it is.
He would have chased after the Cyclops that went after it.
That is reasonable. Okay, yeah, good enough for me. So then, next thing I need is to check the SRD. Because either something very bad happens, or nothing happens, and I forget.
No.
The second reason I liked Kalira in this, like I already said, was because she is of the right alignment, that if she ever put her hand on the Oculus of Abaddon, bad things happen really fast. But I need to see if there's a will save involved for, oh, Princey boy. Oculus can do that, doing that. Okay, so then you are able to find it as you put your hand on it. I need the prince to make a will save.
Okay. God, why is his will save his worst save? Oh, right, because he has wisdom damage. I was like, why is his will save so bad? And then I remembered he a soul eater chomped into him. Ugh. Okay.
Okay, that unfortunately does not quite stick. Just to make sure the thing has the power that it has. It's almost brutal that it happens to the damn dragon. It doesn't, like, mind control him or anything like that, but as soon as the Red Prince puts his claws on the Oculus, warm to the touch, he feels an overpowering urge, an urge he cannot resist, as the other claw comes up and removes his left eye. He places the Oculus into the spot. In doing so, he takes 1 point of bleed damage. He takes 7 points of damage plus 2 con damage.
Wow.
Presuming he survives the con damage.
Yeah, he will survive the con damage. You said, oh, how much was it? 7?
7 points of, like, damage.
Oh.
1 point of bleed, and then 2 points of con on top. So the only concern is if that con damage then puts you to a lower max HP.
In my current, okay, so and 2 con is then for him because that's 15.
Well,
Plus 7. And he is at... Yeah, so he drops to... I'm just working out the exact... Does it matter what his it's he just falls into negative.
I wouldn't kill him. It's just a matter of, is that where the... Well, I guess it doesn't matter given that the Cyclops are gone and next person up is...
Yeah, he hits -5.
Okay. Zamanth goes immediately after and still has a fly on her. She, like, kicks up, carrying the prince's body to the squad. And indeed, inside his left eye socket, as it's, like, bleeding out, a very, very powerful artifact. the phylactery of your so far greatest enemy, and the end of the sit scale situation. So far as Kalira goes, a couple things could happen. Either you wait till the wall of force comes down, she comes flying up after you, and there is an arbitrary amount of crossbow shots that finish her off. I will say, so Dal can hear it live, she was down to 29% of her max HP when you dropped. So, if it's any consolation, it was incredibly, incredibly close. You could also just cut and run right now. You have the thing necessary to make sure Vortigaunt never walks the earth again.
I would prefer, if everyone's okay with us, resolving this in a way that we kill Kalira, and I'll probably write a reflection for that. As soon as the wall comes down, I imagine she probably sees it coming and just like I imagine her just like knowing it's happening, but being content with the damage she did. Because she would obviously know, I think, how the battle unfolded. And then I would like to bring Kato's body back with us.
Okay. Between several large boys floating around, it wouldn't be hard to do. So then my final question before we seal this one up, I've made several videos about it, and I would be a huge hypocrite if I didn't. And also, like, you guys are rich enough and high enough level enough that, like, resurrection magic exists, but even if it didn't, if we wanted to keep Kato around, I certainly would allow it, especially after exactly a year on, basically. So I will ask the man playing him, Del, is this the end of Kato Sicarius?
If only we had a court wizard. I mean, I would like it to not necessarily be the end, but I mean, I did prepare a reroll in case the worst happened.
Yeah. Well, fortunately, the worst didn't. Your body was recovered.
Yeah.
The contingent happened that, like, if someone died and it was in the Macedon Stampede for too long, the body is much like Senia's bow, beyond all hope of salvation, short of, like, go buy a Shurez.
Bye, Senya's bow.
Bye, Senya's bow.
I will say that Kato Sicarius would not be interested in reincarnation, so that is the clause I will add. But otherwise, I mean, I have grown attached, which you should never do. That
right.
So yeah, I mean, if there is the means to bring him back, if we could find the means to do that, I certainly would not object. But I also don't want to. I want to let the characters in character do what they feel is best, and I can't influence that since I am currently not present.
Sounds
among
like
them
something
anymore.
we need to roleplay.
Okay, fair enough. In that case, that's where we're going to seal it up. That's where we call the end of the Soot Scale situation. Please level up.
Yay!
And we'll be back at it for even more bad stuff. What possibly could be worse than happened this time? We'll figure that out next time. Thank you all for your support, your valiant fighting, your glory. There will be much loot. We will get to that loot between here and there. Till then.
For the most epic combat I've ever participated in.
Was it good? Did you like it? I always feel bad when I kill a player and Kalira didn't roll bad a lot.
Intense.
Okay. Say bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.
See ya.
See ya.